Good evening. It is Monday, I think. Yes, it is. It's Monday. Monday, the 22nd of April. I'm losing the plot this week. Is going to be chaos. And I'm already forgetting what day it is. But I know that Friday is the 26th because that's Ned's birthday. Anyway. My mind just went completely blank. Hello, Neris. Stop being a pest. Hello. I'm going to start with a little update on Ned's birthday present that I'm making because it's nearly finished. So, get this the right way up. No, that's his bottom. I don't know. I showed you Pikachu's head and body the other day. He now has 2 ears. Obviously, they'll be better positioned than that. And he has, let me get these right, 2 little feet and 2 little arms. And so he's nearly done. I just need to make his tail, make 2 stripes, sew everything together, of course, and then sort out his facial features. I am intending to embroider the eyes, but there are instructions and templates for making them out of felt, so I might do that instead, or possibly needle felt them. I need to do little rosy cheeks for him as well, which will be either felt or needle felting. There is, stop being a pest. No, you're not coming up on my shoulders because you've got spiky claws. They need clipping. What was I saying? Yeah, anyway, so I'm hoping... No. I'm hoping to get him finished tomorrow, and then I'll be able to show you. So that's exciting. I spent some time this morning. Oh, no, stop it. I completely forgot to do any spinning yesterday. So I had a good half hour this morning. There is an update of how well I'm doing. I've got still quite a lot of the fluff left. There's going to be a lot of this. It's going really well. I managed to get a really consistent spin earlier. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. And the problems that I was having before about joining in new sections of the fluff, I think I figured out a way to make that look a lot better. So I shall of course continue with that. I also spent a lot of time this morning, more than I intended to, practicing the tambour embroidery a bit more. I haven't done a specific pattern or anything this time. I've just been doing some practice stitches. That's showing it quite well actually. So I've used the white thread again, just because this is what I've got. And the red, can you see the red? Can't really see how well because I'm now looking through the organza at the screen. But yeah, oh dear, sorry. I've just knocked you. Move that back. So the red is all here. And I had a go at using the thinnest needle in the set that I've got with that really fine thread, and it was much easier. So I'm feeling a bit more confident about it. I need to do lots more practicing, of course. I might, still on this, I think I'll keep it on here, but I might try and do a little filled section. In fact, I could even just fill in like these little loops that I've done, maybe with a different colour, because I have got a few other colours of that crochet thread. maybe do that. Fill in some shapes. I don't know, I'm just playing really at the moment. I've got so many other things to do. It's just nice to be doing something different every now and then. So that's that. Pop that back over there. And that's all I've done so far today. I am on my way to bed, as per usual. But before I go to bed, I mentioned on my last podcast, I think it was the last one, it might have been the one before, but I think it was the most recent one, that I have been looking at the Moonlit Shawl pattern by Cherry Tree. Is it Cherry Tree Designs? Sandra Hart. It's Cherry Tree something. I've just bought and downloaded the pattern. I'm going to find some yarn to make it in. And hopefully, I don't know whether I'll start it tomorrow. I want to finish Pikachu tomorrow. I want to finish off that honeycomb pouch tomorrow. And I've got a few other bits and bobs that need doing that are less fun. If I get time, I might start the shawl as well. If not, at the very least, I'm going to get it all ready this evening, put everything together, and then I can start it on Wednesday, hopefully. So that'll be nice. I think I'm going to go for a cotton, one of my cake yarns, possibly one of my gradient ones. Nice lightweight one. Possibly, and intend for this to be on my market stall in May, because I don't think it should take long to work up. I might even be able to get a couple done by then. We shall see. But yes, that is it for now. So yes, I'm going to dig out some yarn, put together a project bag, and then go to bed. So I shall check back in with you tomorrow. Bye for now. Hello. It is currently Wednesday the 24th of April. This is my update for Tuesday the 23rd of April. It is 1:20 in the morning. I have stayed up on purpose. I have two reasons. One is to finish something, which I'll show you in a minute. The second is because I've had a really weird day. Because I've been asleep for most of it. The past few days I've been really struggling with sleep, and to be honest, for about a week, for a week I don't think I've had more than 2 hours at a time of sleep, 2 or 3 hours at a time. It's taken me a long time to get to sleep, and then either I've woken up naturally or I've been woken by Ned or whatever. And this morning it just all got to me. You know, when you're so tired that you can't think straight and you can barely even stay upright, and so after Ned and Kelvin had set off for school, I thought, okay, I'll shut my eyes for half an hour and then I'll get back up and, you know, just on the sofa, I'll get back up and hang the washing out and go into town, do a few things I needed to do in town. And the next thing I knew, Kelvin was leaving again to collect Ned from school. I slept right through, didn't even twitch when Kelvin came down for lunch. Don't remember the postman coming in, anything. Yeah, it's weird. I think maybe I'm not quite as much over being ill as I thought. I felt pretty rough for most of the afternoon and evening. Again, I'm coughing up a lung as well, so, but yeah, anyway, so I've stayed up late partly because otherwise there was no chance of me falling asleep. We'll see whether I manage to whenever you go to bed in a minute. Also, I have almost finished Ned's birthday present. Now, I haven't been showing this to, I've only been showing this rather to Ko-fi supporters so far, but it has occurred to me that Ned won't see the weekly video until after his birthday now anyway, because it won't go up until Monday. So I can show this. So sorry if you're on Ko-fi, there's nothing exclusive for you in this video. But you are still seeing it before everybody else. And you are still seeing it unedited, so you get to see me stumbling over words and that sort of thing. Aren't you lucky? Hasn't got a face yet. It's Pikachu. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get him all in shot. He's so big. Yeah, there's his head. And his ears. Oh, and you can see the top of his tail. And his little arms. And his little feet. And his little stripy back. Well, big stripy back. And the tail. I am so pleased with this. I just need to make sure I don't mess up the face now. Because, yeah, I've decided I think I'm going to do felt for the eyes. I've got black, I've got white. So that's okay. And just stick them on. And the mouth and the nose are fine because they're just lines. So I'm pretty confident I can embroider them. Yes, Neris, I know you want strokes. And then the cheeks, I don't think I've got any red felt, but I have got needle felting wool. So I can probably manage to needle felt some little round cheeks, round rosy cheeks for him. So, but yeah, here he is. Oh, there we go. Mostly in if I go like that. Really pleased with him, and he's super soft as well. Quite solid. Hang on, Neris. But super soft because of the chenille, so he's nice and cuddly. And yeah, in the big, he's not quite as big as Neris, but he's not far off. So that's that. I've also, this afternoon, after school, I took a nice hour or so to do a bit of crochet, and I have started the moonlit shawl that I mentioned yesterday. I haven't got very far, but I have begun. Another yellow thing, that's weird. Here we go. That's it so far. I'm liking it. I mean, it's super simple construction at the moment. It's literally just double crochet stitches so far. I believe the next section might be a little bit more complex-ish, and there's like a little border along one edge that I think is kind of lacy-ish. So that should look really pretty when it's done. I'm using some cotton yarn from my stash. That is, it's from Hobby, I know that much, and it's either just Cotton Cakes or it's the Sultan Deluxe yarn. Oh, no, it's mined out. I'm not sure because I didn't keep. I kept the label with it, but with a couple of other ones. There's like loads of scraps in a bag. But there's that. No, stop it. You're wobbling. Oh dear. This is from a gradient cake that I split apart at some point last year for making mandalas, I think. So I've got that yellowy one. This is all from the same cake. Let me show you them in the right order. Here we go. And I've got a kind of yellow to orangey. And then I think, yeah, these are the same, aren't they? And then kind of getting darker orangey, but it's still got the yellow running through it. And then orange through to red. So this kind of sunshiny sunset, sunrise sunset kind of vibes. I don't know how much exactly of it I'm going to use. It says it uses 100 grams altogether, and I have got more than that. I think I've got about 140. So that's cool. And I'm going for the, if it isn't obvious, the 4-ply version of the shawl. It's written really well. There's instructions for 4-ply yarn and instructions for DK yarn, and if you follow those instructions, you could use a DK for one, you could use the 4-ply for the other, and the 2 shawls would be the same size, more or less, which I think is really cool, a really good way of writing it. Sorry, I can't get over how cute he is. I just need to make sure I do a really good face. Hopefully Ned's going to be really happy. I'm going to try and do a box to put him in, but like make it like a pet carrier. I don't know whether I can. I don't know whether we've got a box that will work for that. We shall see. Anyway, I must go and attempt to sleep. I'm going to go and do a tiny bit of spinning first, because otherwise I've missed a day again and I need to stop missing days. And then I'm going to go to bed. So I shall see you when it is properly Wednesday at some point later on. No, bye for now. Good evening. It is still Wednesday, the 24th of April. Neris has immediately come over to say hello because I'm talking. It is just gone 11 p.m. I'm going to keep this brief. I've had a bit of a day today. I won't go into too much detail because I covered it all in my podcast, which I recorded earlier and will be going up on YouTube on Friday, a couple of days' time. But basically, I had a bit of a nightmare with buses this morning. Ned was late to school, the first time ever, which I felt bad about. And then it was a nightmare getting home as well. And I've just generally been feeling really rough all day. Again, I'm sure you can hear it. It's all here. Sinusy headaches and horrible coughness and snottiness. And so I'm just going to go do goo. I'm just going to do a quick update. And then I'm going to take an antihistamine in the hope that that will reduce my symptoms somewhat, because the cold and flu medicine is not doing. And it will also hopefully help me fall asleep. Not that that's why I'm taking it, but that is an added bonus. And I'm going to go up to bed. I think I have done everything else I need to do today, which is good because tomorrow will be quite busy. Lots of little bits to get done tomorrow. But that's a conversation for another time. So I've done lots of things. Like I say, I've recorded my podcast. I finished off Pikachu. I was going to show you that. He's upstairs. I'll show you tomorrow. He's fully finished. And I also finished off the honeycomb pouch. Again, it's upstairs. I'll show you it tomorrow if I remember. And then this afternoon, evening, I have had a lovely time continuing the Moonlit Shawl. I am just under halfway through. It's only a fairly small shawl. No, just under halfway through the main body, which makes up the length of it. So there's a middle section, which will be about, give or take, where's the other edge? Thatness, and then the same again. So it's only little, and then there'll be the edge to do. I've just joined in my second mini skein of the yarn I'm using. I was a bit worried that I'd messed up the gradient, but it was just that I'd wound that little cake with the darker colour on the outside. So once I found the middle, it's fine. Look, that's where it joins, and it's pretty seamless. So I am happy with that. So hopefully I'll find some time to carry on with that tomorrow. If not, it doesn't really matter, but I would like to. I haven't got anything else that desperately needs making at the moment. I do need to carry on with the present for my brother, but that is a make sure I've got a couple of hours and sit down and do it properly kind of project, whereas this, at least at the moment, I can just pick up and put down. It's each section so far has been a nice easy repeat, and I think the other sections are too, at least until I get to the edge. That might be more complicated,
the sections for the main body are nice and simple. Right, that's it. Like I said, I'm going to go to bed, and I will come back and chat to you again tomorrow. Night night. Hello, it is Thursday, the 25th of April. Well, technically it's Friday, it's just after midnight, but we'll ignore that. It has been a long, busy and tiring day, but overall a pretty good one. I'm still full of cold, as you can probably hear. But, you know, I'm getting better, I think, heading that way. I have edited my podcast today and got that uploaded onto YouTube, ready to publish first thing in the morning. And most of the rest of the day has been dedicated to preparing for Ned's birthday, which is tomorrow. My little baby boy will be 8 years old tomorrow, which is crazy. So I've been to town and bought a few last minute bits and pieces. I have baked and decorated a cake. I'm actually pretty proud of it. I meant to take a picture before coming up and forgot, but never mind, I'll do it in the morning. And Kelvin and I have wrapped all the presents and put up banners and blown up balloons. Yeah, good. I'm very, very excited little boy. Took him a long time to fall asleep last night. My words, sorry, I'm really tired. Yeah, it took him a long time to fall asleep tonight, but he did eventually. Hopefully he will enjoy tomorrow. He's got to go to school, of course, but hey, at least that means he gets to see his friends. Because of all that, I've done very little crafting today. I did a little bit of the moonlit shawl first thing this morning. I'm not going to bother showing you because it doesn't look much different. But I think I am now officially halfway through the main body of the shawl, which is nice. I'm intending to do quite a lot tomorrow, craft-wise, just to have a nice chilled out day, relaxy day. Just because I want to, basically. I am going to show you, I can't show you Pikachu because he's all wrapped up in a box downstairs. I will try and remember to show him to you tomorrow. I know I said that yesterday, but I will try. But what I will show you, now that I'm upstairs, is the honeycomb pouch that I mentioned yesterday. I think I told you yesterday that I'd finished it, didn't I? Hang on, I'm going to pause this and cough. There we go, that's better. My throat was, it's just gone. So this does just need blocking just to neaten it up before it goes off to the market that I've got coming up in a couple of weeks. But otherwise, it is done. That is the plain side of the pouch. You can see the honeycomb stitch, it's such a lovely texture. And then that's the side with the colourwork on it. You can see it's just a bit wonky along the bottom, it just needs straightening out. And it's just been sewed on to this zipper pouch, which is a pre-made one. But I'm pretty pleased with how this one's come together. And I just did single crochet around the edges to hold it all together. But yeah, really happy with this one. It's definitely, once I've blocked it and it's just that last little finishing touch, that will be at my next market. So there we go. Need to take some pictures of it as well for the website and for social media, that kind of thing. That's something I do need to do tomorrow actually, is take pictures of a whole bunch of things that I've finished and just haven't got around to photographing. So that I can do lots more social media posts and put stuff on my website and update the Ravelry project pages. And yeah, just I'm rubbish at getting around to taking photos. It's one of my least favourite bits of this whole thing. But hey, it needs to be done. And it could be worse. Right, I think that is all. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to have some night nurse and go to bed. Hopefully get a good night's sleep and be up early doors with the birthday boy tomorrow, and I will check back in at some point in amongst all the festivities tomorrow. Alright, bye for now. Hello. It is Friday the 26th of April. Well, I think it's actually Saturday now. It's very, very late, but let's call it Friday. As you can hear, I am still feeling pretty rough, but there has been a bit of an improvement this evening, so hopefully I will be feeling a bit better tomorrow. The big news, of course, for today is that it is Ned's birthday. He is 8 today. He has had to go to school, which he was okay about, actually. He's been moaning about that all week, but I think he went off okay this morning. But he had a lovely morning of opening presents before he went. And then he's come home and played with everything, and we've had cake, and it's just been a lovely day. I have done absolutely nothing except crochet today. It's been glorious. That's not true. I have been filling party bags. I've spent a little bit of time this evening filling party bags for tomorrow, Ned's party. But otherwise I have just been, well, either crocheting or sleeping. I had a 4-hour sleep from about 10 till about 2 today, just to try and knock this on the head a bit. But I have done lots and lots of crochet. I've been working on the moonlit shawl, and I have almost finished it. I'm on the border now. I've got just 5 rows left. So here we go. That's the beginning end. And it goes all the way through the yellow into oranges, getting darker and darker and darker. And here is the other end. And then you can see the border along the bottom. I was going to use a much darker colour for the border, but I have decided that that would be a bit too much of a contrast. And so I've just gone with, I've continued basically where I got to the end of the shawl here. I've just carried on with that same yarn. So it's darker than this end, but it's the same colour as this end at the moment. I think there are enough rows left that there will be another slight colour change, so it should get slightly darker along the bottom of the border, which I think will look quite nice. We'll see when it's finished. I may change my mind and undo a load and start again. But I hope not. We will see. I am a little annoyed because I thought that all the yarn that I had was a nice steady gradient from one to the other. You can see here there's quite an abrupt change in colour. I don't know. I guess that I got, well, either I hadn't divided up the original cake as smoothly as I thought I had, or I've actually ended up with yarn from 2 different cakes maybe. I'm not quite sure what's happened there, but I think it looks okay. It is a more obvious colour change than the rest of the shawl, but I think it looks alright. So I'm not going to stress about it. I'm just leaving it as is, and I will finish this up. Hopefully, I've got Ned's party tomorrow over lunchtime. I'm having a lie-in in the morning, so it'll be get up, get ready and go for me. But when we get back, I am pretty much intending to spend the rest of the weekend resting and crocheting, and then start back with proper work on Monday. So hopefully I'll get this finished tomorrow, and then maybe even blocked on Sunday, which would be nice. We shall see. Anyway, my voice is failing, as I'm sure you can hear. So I'm going to sign off and tidy up and go to bed. And I will check back in at some point tomorrow. Alright, good night. Hello. It is just still Saturday the 27th of April. As you can hear, I've still got a very croaky voice. Still not feeling great, but I am feeling much better than I was. So there is improvement. We have had a really lovely day. It was Ned's birthday party earlier on, and he and a load of his friends played laser tag, and there was pizza and cake, and he has had even more presents from all his wonderful friends who all know him very, very well. And then since we got home, we've just been chilling out, but I have done some crochet. I did a little bit this afternoon, and then carried on after he went to bed this evening. I have pretty much finished my moonlit cowl. My voice is almost gone, so I'm going to have to keep this quick. I still need to weave in the ends, and obviously it needs blocking. And I can't get it all in shot, but it is all done. Otherwise, all the crochet is done. I'm really, really happy with it. I think it looks brilliant. The border is an absolute joy to work. I have changed it very slightly because the second to last row on the border calls for a treble crochet US terms, one in the middle of each of these little shell bits, and that's my least favourite stitch in the whole wide world. So I have skipped that in favour of a double crochet instead. And I think it looks fine. And especially once it's blocked out, it will, you can't really tell. I have made one very slight mistake in one of the shells, but you can't really tell, and I'm not going to point it out. It's absolutely fine. I very, very rarely make the same thing more than once. And even less rarely will I do that, in quick succession, one after the other. I have really enjoyed making this. On my way to bed this evening, I am going to dig out some more yarn so that once I've woven in the ends tomorrow, I can start making another one, because it's been so lovely. It's worked up really quickly and it looks gorgeous. So I'm going to make another, and then hopefully I will have 2 ready for sale on my stall later in the month. Right, my voice is nearly gone, so I'm going to go and do that, do a little bit of spinning, because I haven't done that yet today, and then go to bed, and I will check back in tomorrow. Night night. Good evening. It is Sunday, the 28th of April. It's about 11:30 in the evening. My voice is slowly coming back. I am feeling a lot better at the moment. We've had a lovely quiet day. I've been absolutely exhausted most of the day, and I've had quite a bit bad sinus headache. So I'm going to get in touch with the doctor tomorrow, just to have a chat. Excuse me, have a chat about whether it might have turned into a sinus infection, because that is something that I suffer from quite a lot. Hence the surgery that's scheduled for in a few weeks' time. I have been working on my moonlit shawls. There are now 2. I showed you this one yesterday. Hang on, because it was finished. I have now woven in all the ends. You can see a bit more of it with me sat up here. I've woven in all the ends, and I have also added, let me get this the right way around, that way. I've added a row along the top just to neaten it up. Now, I thought it looked a little bit unfinished.
So that's now ready for blocking. I am intending to get it blocked tomorrow. So that's that one done, which is lovely. And then I am approximately halfway through my second one in a very different colour. Oops, here we go. Kind of ice. Well, the colourway is the yarn. It's a gradient cake. I won't get all the way to the middle with this shawl. I'm probably going to get 2 shawls out of this. I don't know whether I will make another one as well, but I could. Let me find the yarn label. I can tell you what the colourway is called. The colourway is called Royal Amethyst. So it's a purpley colour going all the way from almost white through to this lovely deep purple in the middle. And this is yarn from Hobby. It's the Cotton Kings Twirls, which is 100% cotton. I believe it is now known as Sultan Deluxe instead. They renamed it a while ago now. I've had these cakes for years. Among some of the first yarn that I ever bought. Just because they're pretty. So I think they changed the name a couple of years ago now. But the colourway name is still the same. So yeah, that's really all I've done today, is just worked on these. So satisfying. This one's working up really quickly now that I'm used to the pattern. So I'm over halfway. So I'm hoping to get some time to work on it tomorrow as well. I have got a lot of admin-y type things to do tomorrow, so I don't know how much crafting I'll get done. But as always, whatever I do, I will share with you. I am about to work out the amount of time this took and how much yarn it used in total. I'll write all that down. And then I'm going to do a bit of spinning and make sure I've got my to-do list for tomorrow sorted. I know what's going on. Get my head in order before I go to bed. And hopefully doing that will mean it won't take too long for me to fall asleep. But yeah, I think that's about it. One of the things on my list for tomorrow, of course, is to put together the last week's worth of these videos into the weekly compilation for YouTube. So yeah, I'll get that done, hopefully, and get that uploaded for you. Lots of other little bits and pieces, things to do with the market and planning in June. And just, yeah, bits of household admin, work-related admin. And yeah, hopefully talking to a doctor. Right, I'm going to get on, get these bits finished up and go to bed. And I will, as always, check back in tomorrow. Okay, bye for now.